welcome back to another day in another video of fjord fishing. I'm here in Buknafjorden on the north side of Rennesøy, or Rennesøy Island on the north part, fishing the Buknafjord. And I grew up a lot of camping just straight across the fjord from here, and this place was a beautiful place. I checked it out on Google Maps, and I took a trip over here to check it out. Starting off with size 12, just doing some micro fishing, but not too micro. If I step it down to 14, I'm gonna catch about every gold city that is here, but I don't want to do that, so size 14 will keep most of them off. The smaller ones anyway. Now this was a surprisingly good place. I just checked it out in Google Maps, didn't really expect anything from it, and when I came here though, man, this place kinda delivered. I saw quite a few species that I haven't caught yet. Didn't manage to catch any of them today. I didn't really have the right gear for that. I tried, but I failed. I saw a flounder type that I haven't caught before. And basically this place is not deep, like 2-3 meters. It's really shallow in the whole area, sandy, but it was good. It was real good. I'm coming back here soon. Now there's a lot of like as you can see, this fish is pretty fat, and most fish that I caught here were pretty fat or large for the species. Probably because there's a lot of crab and excess clams and such that just kind of get dropped into the ocean here, and they come and feed on that. So, you know, they fatten up and get large pretty fast. As you can see, this guy also, he's been eating to his heart content, or her rather, is to say female cucuras. So, you know, two casts, and I haven't really been there for long, and already 2 species. Not the whole just gold cine that has been going on in the last couple of videos that I made. And now we got the third species, a corkwing wrasse. So far, 3 catches, 3 species. I'm liking this place already. Like this is one hell of a good little bay. I think it's called Naudholm Bay or something. No, Naudrock Bay in English, but it's Naudholmsvika, if I recall that correctly. I might be wrong. But hey, I'm making a new video from this place soon. It's a couple of days since I was out there from doing this, and tomorrow I'm going back. Beautiful place, lovely place. Just it delivers, man. It delivers if you like fishing for species, which I do. And I just had to get some I didn't have the gear. I was just going like, I'm just gonna go micro fish. I bought like an electrical scooter, and I was just gonna try it out. This like a few kilometers away from my home, so took it over here. Took me 10 minutes to get there, not too bad. And yeah, going back for sure. I did not expect this place to be that good. I was just like, yeah, well, I'm just testing this thing out. So look at this guy. He's got some the tail there, lacking parts of his tail. Looks like an old injury though, so it might be something from when it was smaller. Maybe it was attacked. Most likely. Well, it could have been born that way too. It happens. So yeah, I just you know, doing the, for me, obligatory micro fishing when I come to a new spot. I like to kind of start out with that, and that was the plan for the day as well. Just do some micro fishing. So here I am. I stepped up the cast, well, to cast with it from 1.6 to 3.2 grams with the lead, so I could kind of just cast across the to the rocks there and just retrieve it from there, basically. I believe this is when I noticed a flounder hanging out around there, and it's a species of flounder I have not caught yet. So I did try to kind of get the hook in front of it, and here about this point here, it took it in its mouth. I was like, but I want to wait until it, you know, I should have just gone for it, right? Set the hook, but I waited too long, I hesitated, and I missed it. That would have been a new species for me. Could have had it. Could have freaking had it. I just didn't want to set the hook too soon, and instead I managed to set the hook too late. Oh, not at all, really. So, yeah. But there you go. I mean, I noticed the flounder. I was like, okay, sure, I'm just gonna hurry and get some other stuff to fish that thing specifically with. So I hooked up just a red little gulp thing, and yeah, just it's a little bit larger, so maybe a little bit more appealing to the flounder. Although maybe shrimp would have been a better choice, which I also had with me. He didn't take though, sadly. But I mean, as you can see here on the lower hand side of the screen, there's a lot of fish here, there's a lot of life. And so I caught this guy. I tried it, I had the hook right in front of the damn flounder, and this guy took. So I was like, not really that interested in this fish. I was like, god damn, just try to get off the hook here quickly and just release it and just get back to the flounder. But you know, I mean, I landed it and I got an OCD about doing this thing, which is about to be happening right there. I'm mishandling it since I'm in a hurry, so yeah, just getting up this little overlay here and just, you know. Well, I mean, it's the 4th species of the day, and what, like, well, okay, I also caught some gold cinnies, but yeah. And, well, when I got back to it, I saw the flounder scoot out towards the ocean. I tried to catch it, but I didn't really manage to. But there was another one as well that I kinda saw, but I didn't see again. So, as you can see, there's like these tiny schooling gobies on the lower hand side of the screen here. I tried to catch them with like just a bobber and a size 26 hook. Might be too large for them actually. I mean, they did show some interest in like a shrimp fragment. I tried for a while, but no bites though. And there also was a other schooling fish, you know, like schools coming into this bay here. Top water. Sand eels, I believe, some form of that. And, well, I didn't catch them either, because every time I threw the bobber onto them, they just got scared and swam away. So, I've researched a little bit on this, and I'll be trying again, as I said, tomorrow, and there will be a video of this shortly, of me fishing here again. And yeah, another bell and wrasse. Around, like, I didn't really expect to catch any larger fish, so I didn't really bring with me my my scale this day. But it's about 200 grams, I'd say, maybe a little bit more. I had to kill him though, sadly, as you can hear, because, well, he just took the hook too deep, and I didn't have the equipment with me to de-hook him properly, sadly, so I had to end his life. Couldn't really release him when he was gut hooked. Well, not quite gut hooked, but like past the gills, so I would have needed some equipment to get that out, and I didn't have it, which is sad. I don't like killing fish just to kill fish. And, man, I threw out into the bay there, and I had a pretty decent bite. Pretty decent, actually. But it came loose. And my hook was still on, so I suppose he wasn't hooked too good, whatever the heck it was. Well, so I just stepped over this cement barrier here, a concrete barrier, and tried to fish on the outside for a little bit better retrieving and landing the fish, and there you go. Again. Pretty decent bite. It's not deep here whatsoever. It's maybe like 15 feet if you get really far out, but probably not though, like. I saw another bell and wrasse. That also, sadly, took the hook too deep and I couldn't get it out, so I had to, well, end its life. I do like fishing, I don't like that part of it though. I just kept getting stuck on it. There's so many metal things and ropes there. It's a little bit of a tricky position to stand and fish on, to be honest. But I guess that's not exactly what it's made for anyway, so. So I'm guessing 700 grams. Might be more actually. Might be more. Over a pound for sure. It was a pretty decent battle wrasse. It could be closer to a kilo than the 700 grams. But I don't want to overbrag, so let's just say 700-ish. Wish I had my scale with me. Well, it's a beautiful fish, as you can see. Also, quite fat. So here's the fish that I had to put out of the misery throughout the day. Which is sad, but I mean, at least some crabs are gonna be happy or something, you know. So I decided after a while, since I didn't have the gear for it, I didn't want to have to harm any more fish in the way that, you know, end the life. So I decided to just go to microfishing in the inner parts. And instantly, I catch a 50-gram black goby. I didn't see any black gobies up until this point. This guy just shot out from underneath the rock, and 50 grams for a black goby. That's pretty large. So this place, man, I'm liking this place. I'm definitely gonna fish here more. I got more places I want to explore as well, but this place delivered. So I saw some flounders in here, but they kind of scooted off underneath the dock when I came there, so it turned into a gold cine frenzy. Didn't see them until I put my bait down, then they just shot out from underneath the dock in huge numbers, and there were also some poor cards in between them. So here I'm trying to kind of avoid catching the gold cines because I'm kind of like over them. And just kind of trying to allow the poor cards to take the bait. But sadly, every time they kind of had him in the mouth, I didn't manage to set the hook. And that's with a size either 12 or 14 hook, I believe. So, and there you go, another gold cine. At this point, I was like, man, if I actually land this properly, like subconsciously, because I didn't want to, I was like, you know, oh no, I dropped it. Ooh, oh no, how horrible. Just less editing work for me, basically, now that I have dropped it. Wasn't really too sad. I was trying to get the poor card before I called it a day. It was starting to get kind of cold. I got out there pretty late in the evening, so it wasn't too far from getting dark, and I wasn't really dressed that well either, so it's a little bit tricky de-hooking them sometimes because these hooks are so tiny. It's just hard to deal with them. But I just, yeah, you know, whatever. There he goes. So yeah, I mean, definitely enjoyed fishing here. Will be back. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I'm here again.